Hi there. I want to go ahead and do some foundation application for you and kind of show you what I do. So first of all, I do have my eyes on already. A lot of times I do my eye makeup first before I do my foundation. And so my face obviously is prepped with skincare. I've cleansed my face and I put on my day solution with SPF in it. Before I really put on any makeup, I really love these little razors. This is a brand that I got. I think that's at TJ Maxx. It's like the Stella brand. But regardless, it doesn't matter what brand you use. But they're really great just to kind of shave really make the difference how your makeup goes on. If you don't have much of hair on your face, okay. So I'll just kind of brush this. I mean, I'm not saying I use it every day, but I do use it a lot, okay. If you're getting to my age, you start having like lots of little hairs, lots of times. It shows, and I'll kind of anywhere that I have hair, I just kind of brush that down a little bit. So I just want to kind of like you prep your skin, before you're actually applying any foundation or anything. Okay. So the number one thing that I do before I put on my foundation ever is I do my face primer, okay? And this is the Mary Kay primer with SPF 15. And I put about that much, kind of like a pearl size or so on there. And then I'll rub it in everywhere I'm going to be putting foundation, okay? So I really do believe, y'all, that's a game changer. It makes a huge difference. If you're not using a primer, I don't even know how you're not using a primer. Like, honestly, it's awesome. It makes such a difference, okay? If you want to know, like, what shade is best for you, we have a really great IntelliMatch. Our foundation really is perfect. Like, the match really, we can get it perfect, okay, if you allow us to work, your consultant to work with you. But the first step I always say is do the foundation quiz first and kind of see. What I have found for myself is I'll actually kind of blend too. Now, in the winter, the N150 works pretty well for me. In the summer, it's more of the N200. So it just kind of depends. So I can use them separately, or I can kind of blend them. So either way, okay? So what I like to do is just kind of squeeze it in my sponge. And I kind of dot my face. So this is the N150. And I will just, now, we have different tools that really give you different coverage. Okay, so this is really going to be the lightest coverage, this tool, this sponge, okay? And I use this sponge for a lot. I use this sponge for like highlighting and everything. I like really love this sponge. But around the eye, I'll kind of dab it in a little bit. So the other tool that I really like is this blending brush. And this really does give you more of a fuller coverage. And then you can come back if I feel like I want to use a little bit more. Okay, I'll just kind of put a little bit of the lighter foundation, which is the N150, and I'll just kind of come and maybe lighten up my cheek area a little bit. But this is just if I'm using two, okay? And I wanted to show the two today, just. I have a little spot right there, so I like to go back and just kind of blot that in. Okay, and if I want to smooth it out. Okay. All right, the next thing I do is absolutely love my under eye corrector. Love it. It's a peach undertone, so it really does help with darkness and redness. So I'll put that right there, and then I'll come back. So I'll put this on top of the foundation. People always ask me that, but I put it on top of the foundation. It really does lighten up the eye area. So you could be done, you know, if that's light enough for you. But I like it to be a little bit lighter. Okay, so I'm going to take the light ivory concealer and I'll come here and then I'll kind of do this. And that's what I do. Okay. Then I'll come with, this is like a deep ivory, and I like to kind of do it like right above my brows to kind of define my brows a little bit. Okay. All right. So I will come on top of here with my brows with this little pointed sponge and just define there, and I'll probably come up here. All right, and then I'll come with my sponge. And you want to wet the sponge just a little bit. I'm kind of pinching it. And you see I kind of bring it up a little bit here. And then I like the tip on this sponge. So I like to come and kind of in this eye area. Okay, there. All right, now I kind of use two powders. So this is the translucent powder. It's like a white. I really like it. So I'll come back and I'll put that, because this is where I kind of like to be light. Okay, I'll just do that real quick. I don't put a lot. I just put a little bit there. Okay, and then we'll let that sit. I'm gonna take my blush. I'm gonna take this blush brush that we have, and I'm using Rosy Nude. Okay, and I'm going to come. I'm just going to do a little bit of blush. I know this is supposed to be just for foundation, but I'm just going to kind of finish up my face. Because I want to do my blush before I do that finishing powder, which is that new silky powder that I absolutely love. I would normally just be done with my look, but now we have the silky powder. I love it, okay? So I'm going to take this silky powder. This is medium ivory. Take my all over powder brush and I'm just blending it all together. It just gives you like a finished look. I mean, I don't know how good this lighting is, y'all, but I mean, I love it. I absolutely love how this powder like just finishes the look. So then of course we'll put a little lipstick on and then you're good to go. But this is pretty much how I do my foundation. So get with your consultant and make sure that you get your foundation matched. Try this new silky powder, try some concealers, just try something different. And it really does make a difference in your skin. Now I will come back and we'll go live and show some contouring and highlight and kind of define the face a little bit more. But this is just a basic, quick, everyday what I do for my foundation. So hope you learned something today.